Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
As the saying goes, success feels good because we are good when we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, all too often we meditate on death, losing, and the ultimate failure that it is to be alive. However, as losers, it is important to revisit time and time again the importance and clarity that success is good and failure is bad. So ladies and gentlemen, as we open up the lines tonight, join me as I check in with you and get you back on track to success on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing? Namaste. Blessings to all of you. Wonderful to be with you. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, the internal and the external, to find that power, that potential coursing through our veins. Now, internal and external, a lot of people, sometimes they don't exactly know what that means, namaste. They don't exactly know what that means, namaste. And I'm here to tell you exactly what that means. Internal and external universes. Yes, indeed. I am using that word specifically and deliberately. Universes. The universe both inside and out. Now, of course, on the outside, we have a pretty good idea what that might mean. The universe. The physicists and the chemists and the biologists and any manner of scientific authority have plenty to say about the universe's external, the physical, the chemical, the biological, making up that which we can see and otherwise experience in a very tangible sense. Namaste. However, just as important, and I would argue maybe a little more important, is the internal experience, the internal universe. As a legally licensed therapist, I often go toe-to-toe in my community with the supposed experts of the scientific community to argue, and I dominate. I dominate over here, and it's because they understand. The community understands, and I understand, and they understand. We all leave with an understanding, albeit for a short period of time. that the internal universe is vast, it is invisible, and it can only be made sense of by the most trusted authority figures and systems of thought. Ladies and gentlemen, that's me, Leslie Tanner, and this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, I do not claim that for nothing. I don't claim that for zero, okay? The reason I say that is because I have put together the most profound and simple personal power program that has ever been assembled. And the reason I say that, ladies and gentlemen, is because we say it all the time. We say the phrase all the time. I see it in the chat all the time. What is the phrase that we say all the time? Brothers and sisters, what is that phrase that we say all the time? Can somebody enlighten me? Can somebody go ahead and tell me, let me know? Can somebody let me know what that phrase is? Namaste. Communal vision. This program is successful. We are successful only because of it. Namaste. Blessings to you. Nindy New's been around. Nindy New's been around. He knows what's going on. He knows how things work around here. The program works. M. Robert Kopp. Namaste. Blessings to you. Larry Picklejar. Well, I'm sure, you set off a you-know-what, so I'll go ahead. The phrase we say is, Leslie's face looks like a butt. Larry Picklejar, shut up. Namaste. Larry Picklejar gifting that sweet sub on over to Main Doors. Namaste to you. Main Doors, blessings to you. It's a planet. Namaste to you. It's a planet. Great to have you over at youtube.com, holding down YouTube Live. You and your three compatriots over there of youtubelive.com. Blessings to you tonight. Two people are going to become parents because this music says Benedetto saying people that 100%. It's actually a service that I used to offer before I got in some trouble. A service that I used to offer is that I would be invited into homes to provide a soundtrack for lovemaking. I would be there in the corner, sort of, doing what I do here, basically, essentially. However, there was a fallout with one of the couples, and they needed someone to pin the blame of some pretty heinous stuff. They tried to get me. So, I was clear of the charges. I was not involved in anything that they said I was. I cleared my name. However, I do only take very select clients as far as personally and privately performing smooth jazz in the context of any kind of private sensual experience at home. So it's something to keep in mind. Ooh. Duncan did it with 100 bits. Good. Namaste. Also, congratulations, Duncan. Duncan, you got a couple of raids last night and very beautiful stream, guys. Shout out Duncan. Duncan did it. Blessings to Duncan. We rated Duncan and tremendous streamer, tremendous, very talented, expansive mind. Very talented, expansive mind who really knows how to bring it. Really knows how to say yes to the dress, and the dress being himself. Blessings to you. Grizzled Curmudgeon also coming in with, I'm not missing that. I'm not missing that. Suffering is relaxation. Relaxation is suffering. The program works. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Wow. Congrats, everybody, on a beautiful Jazz Express. Wow. What a gift. What a gift. Now, blessings. So, guys, as I was saying a moment ago, ladies and gentlemen, this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. Now, you've heard me say that a million times. And through the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, the lefts, the rights that we take within the program, sometimes we need to get right down to brass tacks, and tonight is one of those nights. Now, the other night, we took a pledge of renewed virginity. I'm very proud of all of you that took that pledge. Very proud of every single explorer that called up the other night to take that pledge, re-steeping themselves in a spiritual guardrail that has grown all too abandoned. Extremely necessary for our growth here within the Personal Power Program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, things can get esoteric. We start speaking about God. We start speaking about the universe. We start speaking about, what is real, what is not. Lord knows I love talking about the Matrix with all of you. I love talking about the Matrix. Lord knows I love talking about the Matrix with you. However, guys, sometimes it is important to get down to brass tacks. Meat and potatoes. And that's exactly what we will do tonight. As you can see below, the theme of this stream is only good people succeed. Only good people succeed. Now, I am not stuttering when I say that. Some of you more newly initiated in the program, you might see a sort of that phrase, and you might say, wow, that's a little extreme. You mean that good people are the only ones who succeed? And successful people are good? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. And I implore you, before you close that tab, before you move on to a streamer that's going to make you feel all warm and tingly about the direction of your life, that's going to make you feel good about your series of continual failures that it now makes up your entire adult life. Before you go and do that and have somebody tuck you in, before you have someone could tuck the blankets and the sheets around your body, so that you can get some sleep like a little baby. Before you go and do that, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the power of the program, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Allow me to use the simple yet profound tools to get you back on track. Now, you might feel nervous about this phrase, only good people succeed, because on some level, it is an acknowledgement. The nervousness inside is an acknowledgement. It's an acknowledgement on some level that you are a loser. You're fucking up. You're failing. This pain, this disappointment is not something that needs to be, we don't need to go to therapy about it. All right? We don't need to deal with self-esteem issues. We don't need to do anything. We need to fix what's going on. Meaning, we need to get you back on track and succeeding so you can feel good, because you will be good. The reason that there is such an emotional clarity between feeling good and success is because when we are thirsty, we drink water. When we are hungry, we eat food. Ladies and gentlemen, do we not? Namaste. And in that spirit, it truly is. Once you take that pill, once you accept that you feel bad because you're a fucking loser and you are failing, you're a failure. Once you accept that, the clarity is like a fresh spring. It is like a fresh spring, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Blessings to you. Now, guys, lots Lots to get into tonight. I can't wait to open up the line in just a little bit. Before we do, guys, we have such a treat tonight. Such an amazing treat tonight. And I can't wait to be on screen with our guest. Grandpa Liquor, I'm gay for you, Dr. Tanner. All I want in life is your love. Interesting. Let's talk about that tonight. Grandpa, give me a call. Give me a call in a little bit, because before we do any of that, guys, before we get into the theme, before we open up the line, before Leslie Tanner is allowed to get you back on track, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just pulling up the old application to make sure I'm in line. I'm ready to rock and roll. Now, as I was saying, guys, very special guest. We're just waiting for our special guest to arrive. We are in the vicinity of the arrival, and of course, somebody of the stature and poise as our guest tonight. You know, they get a cushion. They get a cushion. They don't show up. They don't show up late. They show up perfectly on time. Larry Picklejar with the Communal Vision. Larry Picklejar says, "I hope pobox is showing nips tonight." Now that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. And of course, if I got my druthers, it'd be a demand. It'd be a demand from Brother Abba that he show nipples, that he expose his breasts. I would love to see his breasts, personally speaking. But you know, I'm not going to be greedy. Just the fact that he's here. If I can go to the buffet and they got a nice little bit of like Cool Whip Jello, yeah, I'm gonna be enjoying that. Just like if I got pobox on the screen, being able to explore any manner of topic through a conversation with Leslie Tanner, then yeah, if I get to enjoy some nipples, I'm going to enjoy some nipples. I don't know why anybody wouldn't. Blessings. So how we doing, everyone? How we doing? How we feeling? Huh? How we feeling in this chat right now? I could sense a lot of energy, a lot of. It's excitement, but it's also a little complicated right now. I'm not going to lie to you. The vibe I'm getting from chat right now isn't as clear cut as nights in the past, nights previous, so to speak. Stone Monster with a Communal Vision. Thank you so much, Tony. Can't wait to get into this perspective. Who don't like nipples? Question. Poll time. There we go. The polls in chat. Let your voice ring out. I've been saying the virginity pledge after each spurt. It's changed my life, Guru. Now that's exactly what we're going for. That's exactly what we're going for. Namaste. Blessings to you, Pepper Genie. It's not about how frequently you violate the pledge. It's that you make the pledge so that it can be violated, so you can feel the thrust. It's also I guarantee. After a day, 24 hours, the ropers that you're going to be spurting will truly be, you'll be setting PRs after 24 hours. And Indy knew we can all agree that humongous nipples are unsettling though, right? I'll back you up there. I'm going to be attracted to it, but it is going to give me a moment of, whoa, oh. Wow, interesting, guys. So we've got a couple minutes left on the poll. Plenty of time for you guys to chime in. Plenty of time for everyone to chime in. Guys, I'm looking at nearly 100 people in the chat right now. Lots of lurkers not voting. Lurkers, I need you guys off the bench. Tonight, I need you guys off the bench. I need you up. I need you active. Pull away the tearaways. Take that warm-up shirt off. Get the blood going. Be ready to get in the game, because right now I'm putting you in. Who don't like nipples? Love them or not for me? The answer is under your fingertips. It's that simple, okay? Communal vision coming in from Azazel55. I think we just need a taste of ABBA, honestly. With all due respect, Leslie, ABBA box grew. We just need a taste of ABBA, honestly, with all due respect. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Azazel, could you clear that up for me? Can we pledge virginity and still love how nipples feel against our tongues? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It's about introducing a sort of fear and terror of the human body. In fear and terror in the knowledge that you will be alone regardless of how many nipples you suck on, regardless of how much you breastfeed, regardless of how much you get, how much you're masturbated, how much you masturbate, how much, and such and so forth. Blessings. Communal vision coming in. I can't wait to read this or have it dictated to me. Hi, Leslie. I was caller Alex last night. I feel very powerful today with my renewed virginity. Thank you for everything you do. Namaste. Wow. Guys. Alex, can we make a little noise for Alex? Couple seconds left on that poll. Can we make some noise for Alex? Wow. Extremely proud of you. Extremely proud of you, Alex. Thank you for calling in last night, by the way. It was great to speak to you. Crust, why do men have nipples? So that's a question for somebody else. I accept it and I enjoy it. Who don't like nipples? Guys, overwhelmingly, 95% of you who voted that you love them. Two people said not for me. Who voted no? Who voted no? Not me says, I hate them. Blessings to you, Longfellow. Namaste to you. Interesting. Beautiful. Wow. Now. Listen, guy. Listen. I'll give you the straight talk express about this. Mish, this is pretty rich coming from you because, as my roommate, Mish has taught me a couple things. One of which, though, is that the source of value can be how pointless it is. Let me say that again. The source of value of something, an object, an idea, can be derived from how pointless it is. Pepperoncini, I have nipples. Can you milk me, Greg? Meet the parents. Al Pacino. I think you're a little off on that. I don't think it was. I don't think it was Al Pacino. I think it was something like Antone Damazzi. Everyone welcome Best oldest sister. Namaste to you. Best oldest sister. Blessings to you. Welcome to the program. My girl loves my nipples and the healthy nourishment it gives her. Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, bring me back to the point. And part of the nourishment that I imagine you are referring to, Stone Monster, the nourishment that you're trying to communicate right now, I believe it comes from, a lot of people say, why do men have nipples? They don't lactate, right? And the same question, why do I have a lawnmower? I ain't got a lawn. Now, let's take that logic, as much as it makes sense in certain areas of our life, let's take that over to the universe of OCs, like Hello Kitty, or the Sanrio universe of characters. Now, you might take that utilitarian area of your mind, and you go to one of these stores at the mall that used to sell a variety of goods, half of which now just sell anime merch and Sanrio plushies. Now, you look one of those plushies in the eye, and if you ask the question, what's the point of this? I don't need it. It's stupid and simple. Really? It only has 2 dots for an eye and a little mouth that's basically in line with the eyes. One of them I even saw had a mouth above the eyes. This is stupid. This is pointless. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the beauty of that kind of thing, is that the more worthless, the more stupid, the more redundant, the more kind of just pointless it is. The more luxurious it is, the more decadent it is, the more it requires a biological thing inside of us is activated, and we get to delight in the worthlessness of that. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, such are male nipples. Such are male nipples. You should be looking at that and be like, oh, that's fucking stupid, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Namaste. Blessings. Now here we go. Let's see what we got over here. Communal vision coming in from Larry Picklejar. I worked with Sanrio once. If you refer to her as a cat instead of a little girl, they will stare daggers at you. You mean the little kitty? So they get pissed off. They get pissed off. They start throwing bows. Well, I don't think you probably don't need to be too physically intimidated by them at the least. I would imagine the Sanrio office isn't exactly, a bunch of UFC fighters. Why is a raven like a writing desk? I don't know. Tell me, Azazel. I'm so excited for this. Please, tell me. Oh, there you are. Duncan did it. Is the Sanrio fat? Says Duncan did it. Now that's a fun new twist on an old favorite. Thanks so much, Duncan. Really appreciate that. Have we given a shout out to Duncan? Can someone do a little shout out for me? I'm messaging our guest right now. Oh, there he is. There he is. Namaste. Beautiful. Wonderful. Well, one moment. Let me give you your your proper little introduction. Are you ready, guests? Are you ready, Abba? Oh my God! It is such a treat. It is absolutely I'm at Dairy Queen. I'm going through the drive-thru. I'm getting a dilly bar. I'm getting a whole pack of dilly bars. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be more excited to bring on to you a returning guest, a very valuable guest, somebody whose perspective, wit, and candor is unmatched on this or any other website. A streamer, a comedian, and an innovator. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming. Hold on one second. I got to get back on the screen. People are fucking around. Please get off the screen. Stop hitting the buttons, everyone. Join me in welcoming Stop. Who did that? Ban them. Who did that? Next one gets banned. And I'm not even playing. Next one gets banned. Try it. They get it. They understand. They understand what's going on right now. All right. Namaste. Guys, join me in welcoming streamer, comedian, innovator, Abba Box.
Should I wait to show the nipples or just let them out now?
Yes, Abba Box. Namaste. There they are. Can you get them up? Okay, we got one. We got the left. Can we get the mics in the way of the right?
I'm completely nude, by the way.
I'm
completely nude.
You're completely nude.
Fully
Wow.
nude.
What a way to start. Look at that leg. Look at that leg.
Fully nude for you and your beautiful community.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Everybody welcome Abba Box and thank him for the gift of the physical vulnerability of his nude body. Namaste to you. Namaste. Now I see, Abba, just to start off what I'm looking at, to start off with,
Yeah.
you got an impressive amount of body hair.
Well, I'm not Robin Williams level. There are some soft parts. You know,
Okay.
this soft right here.
Yeah,
That's all
okay.
natural.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
like,
not
you're like a
shaved.
calico cat.
I don't wonder what you got going on under there. Have we ever seen that before?
Well,
or-
you know, I barely got anything. You can't really tell, I guess.
Not much there.
Not a whole lot at all. Not a whole lot at all.
Impressive ankle structure, though.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I take pride. I do a lot. I do a lot of work on my ankles, personally speaking. Do you work out, Abba?
Not at all.
Not at all. Zero.
I smoke cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
I drink energy drinks, and I eat too much DoorDash.
DoorDash. What's your favorite go-to on the DoorDash?
Oh, I like this Mexican place. I like to get the carnitas with the super spicy sauce that makes me get instant diarrhea, but I keep doing it week in and week out. I don't give a shit.
So I was gonna say this is just flagrant disrespect for your body.
Listen, I put as many miles on it as I want. It's my bag of bones, and anyone else is going to tell me what to do with it, they can suck it.
They can suck what?
Fucking my left nut, bitch.
I love that. Oh my goodness gracious. XX, tell the XX, Leslie, balancing fitness in everyday life can be a challenge. Do you have any tips for staying active while juggling something like DoorDash deliveries? And how can we integrate small workouts? Good Lord, that's long. We're going to do that later, XX. That is a lot.
Get out of the car if you're delivering DoorDash. Get out of the car. How about it?
Yeah, get out of the car.
How about you move around a little bit? How about you...
Good people succeed. Only good people succeed. Now,
heavy duty theme, but I would expect nothing less from you, Les.
absolutely. Well, it's important to just sometimes, over here, we're no stranger to esoterica. We're no stranger to the ethereal. We'll get out, we'll get weird, we'll challenge and discuss and chew and confront any corner, any subject in this universe. Nothing's off limits here. But sometimes, Abba, it is of crucial importance to get back down to brass tacks. Why are we here? Why does anyone enlist in a personal power program? Abbott, start
Greatest
off tonight.
question in the world, the $1 million question right there. What is the purpose of human existence?
Wow. Well, let's start. Let's get out there. First, I want to ask you, Abba. I want to ask you, what? Take us to the first day. Take us to the first day that you saw what was happening in the program. Maybe you heard about it from somebody. You jumped on board and you said, "I have to get involved."
The first day I remember. Well, as you know, I have had many struggles with self-help, spiritual guidance.
Yes.
I was a former online course Scientologist. Could you imagine only doing the online coursework? so lost I was. You know how many Aleister Crowley books I own? Books of Magic 1 through 4 cost me over $100.
And you're not a wealthy man, are you?
No, I listen, back when I bought those, working at Arby's 6 days a week, you got to save up. This is it's ridiculous. You have taken all of the knowledge. You have summoned all of the knowledge from Anthony Robbins to Christianity to the musings of Plato and Socrates, and you have crystallized it into one pill called the program. You have done that. You.
Yes. So when we found you, I'm going to repeat back what you said just to make sure I understand it clearly. That when we found you and you found us, this was a moment of utter brokenness. This moment of truly. I mean, I'm imagining what it would take for a person to not only join Scientology, maybe the most infamous, well-known.
I didn't even get
cult.
tricked. I didn't get tricked into the building. I didn't get forced to watch the videos. I spent my hard-earned paycheck on Scientology DVDs. Think about that. They give those away for free.
You still have them?
They're pretty fun actually. I have a collection of them all. I enjoy to watch them still.
You ever watch them on stream or no?
No, I should. You're right. I should.
I would love to watch those.
Especially there's like one about what to do at work if there's problems. It's all about, it's like practical advice it's all the same shit. Everyone's got to agree on what's happening. And if there's no agreement on what's happening, it's basically improv. Scientologists teach you yes and.
Ooh, I love that. Well, that's and the person who developed improv in Chicago
probably took some classes, right? Him and Charlie Manson.
He was like a low level kind of culty guy. He was into the occulty. A lot of the people that worked closely to him, they brought up his some weird behaviors and weird, because the yes and thing, it really is a dropping of barriers. Ooh, Kickstar. I love those. What flavor are you fucking with right now?
I'm listening. The orange Kickstar. I don't know if there's a national shortage, but it's hard to find, so I'm savoring this bad boy.
Ooh.
This is my energy drink of choice.
Honestly, you know what my favorite is? Black cherry. I am such a little pig.
I'll do that if I have to, but orange, it hides the chemical flavor just enough. 5% juice, by the way, folks. 5% juice.
Wow. Didn't know that. Now, Alba, so listen, to get back to how pathetic of a position you were in.
No one's taken down Del Close's weird history. There's no biography of Del Close and his weird, maybe he did some sex magic with underage girls or something.
I don't know anything about that. I can't. I'm trying to remember anything specific because I took the classes here when those teachers were with him in the whenevers. They were still around, and then I'm trying to remember the shit that they talked about him, and I can't remember it.
It's almost its own cult system. UCB even eventually became that, right?
Right.
All these sorts of all these sort of improv schools.
And actually, this is a perfect. Let me back up. The people level against explorations with Leslie Tanner. Is this a cult? They ask the question, is this a cult? And a lot of people, they might get nervous about the word cult. I don't have a problem with that word. I don't have a problem with that word.
Every religion started as a cult. Everyone.
I don't have a problem. It's a framework by which we can understand the unknown in ourselves and around us. And you show me a religion, I'll show you a cult. And the degradation of these frameworks, the sort of atomization of the frameworks by which we understand reality in current day, every which way is a damn cult. Every which way is a damn cult. Now, be that as it may, credit needs to be given to Scientology for this reason. Now, Del Close, the Improv, all that shit going out the window. I don't know if you've seen a show there in those places lately. Abysmal. The wheels are coming off, both as a business, as a
The
framework.
last time was UCB in like 2018 maybe, and it was okay.
Yeah, it was exactly okay, but the amount of money that they're pulling in is
Nobody's getting paid. It's all going to the teachers and the hierarchical structure.
Scientology, though, staying fresh, staying relevant, staying effective in the year. What year was it that you took those Scientology classes online?
Ooh, good question. I want to say 2010.
Good. See, so this is well within the internet age as we know it, and we've got a young man sitting on his computer getting tired of whacking off, not having a clear direction
Looking
in life.
for guidance.
Yeah, I'm going to give online classes of a cult that everyone knows is a cult a try.
I was fishing everywhere I possibly could into the unknown, uncharted waters.
Brother, listen, I mean to celebrate that as much as I mean
put it out on Front Street, but it's part and parcel for the journey here, is it not? To be here right now with you.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say, Abba. It's because it led you here, regardless of the path. It speaks to the universality of the simplicity and the profundity of the tools here at Explorations. So I really want to thank you for not only getting involved, not only finding that it is transforming your life and investing yourself, but becoming a leader in the community. Here on is this your second or third appearance here?
Well, if you count Bat Freak, fourth maybe.
Fourth, because you're on a couple infatuations.
Yeah, I have an alter ego Bat Freak that likes to hate fuck the shit out of people.
Bat Freak, hate fuck city. Who in chat remembers Bat Freak, hate fuck city? What a night that was. I think
those cold spaghettios on your fucking anal glands.
Yeah, we got.
Listen,
if you were lucky enough to be here that night, you certainly remember Bat Freak, hate fuck city. That was a tremendous night, tremendous performance, and you absolutely blew the lid off of the whole thing.
Should I have come on as Bat Freak? It would have been too much, right? You would have had to break down the barrier. That's not what you needed.
Wait, say it again?
Would you have preferred Bat Freak, or do you like me completely free nips out?
Just genuine, unmitigated masculinity?
Yes. You can smell it through your monitor.
A strategy is a strategy. And of course, the point of competing is success and winning. And so let's judge the strategy by by its success. And with Bat Freak, hate fuck city, I felt like that night I don't think you won, so you lost.
I won both times.
You won both times?
Pretty sure I did.
Get out of town. I got to send you a tape.
What's the tape?
I got tapes. I got to send you a tape.
You selling tapes? Is this a Patreon exclusive?
Yes, basically.
Oh, shit. All right.
Apple Box. I'm finishing the second tape right now. The Beauty of Nature, it's called. Little bit of a sneak peek behind the scenes. But
ooh,
I'll be dropping this in the mail for you soon.
So then I have to return it? Like a Netflix deal the old way?
You're going to have to return it. You once you open it, I'll receive a message on my end, a notification that you opened the thing, and you've got about 90 minutes before you have to return it.
Prepaid postage or no?
Nope.
Okay. That's a tight window.
Tight window, and yes, you have to send it back. I'm going to be sending to you media mail. You're going to have to figure out packaging and stuff, but that's...
So I have to record myself masturbating on the end of the tape, or?
I mean, if you do that, then I'll reimburse you for half of the shipping.
Okay, maybe I'll do that then. All right.
Now? Are you going to blast?
Yeah, but I always blast into Bounty paper towels. I don't like to see that icky goop.
Right, Bounty. Interesting. Why Bounty?
They're thick. My loads are thick, and any other sort of. I mean, I guess I could use my sock, but, I'd just rather get rid of this stuff quickly, put it in the garbage. I don't want it hanging around. I don't want the smell hanging around.
Tongue stinks, right?
It's got a bit of a perfume to it, I guess.
It does got a fragrance, got a funk to it.
Yeah, maybe some like it, but I don't know for how long they want to smell it.
Here's the thing. As sexual of a man as I am, personally, Abba, and I'd love to see what you think about this, but as sexual of a man as I am, which I am extremely, the sex smells and the voices and the words and the performance, they got to stay there.
It's like farts, right? If you're having sex, you're going to enjoy the sex smells of that sex, but you don't want to smell other people's sex smells.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
In the moment, I can't get enough of it. And I'm a dog. I will lap up. You pour it in the dog bowl, I'm lapping it up. However,
we're animals.
As soon as it's over, there's maybe a window of like a couple minutes before. All right, let's get this going. Crack Mother raiding with a beautiful raid. Namaste, Crack Mother. Here we got special guest Apple Box, guys. A true celebrity who's who of our little part of Twitch.tv right now, happening in front of us, our very eyes. We are embarrassed with riches. Crack Mother, namaste to you, blessings to you, and to your raiders as well.
Beautiful.
Tonight we're discussing Only Good People Succeed with special guest Abba Box of Twitch.tv. Namaste, blessings. Wow. So Crack Mother, can you real quick? I'll be looking in the chat. Can you tell me how the stream went? What was the vibe like? If it was shit, you just kind of tell me.
I
about
like that. What's the vibe like? Not the classic. Hey, what were you doing on your stream? And half the time, streamers don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They don't care.
You care about the vibe. You want to know if it was tight or if it was loosey goosey.
What if somebody came in, started throwing around a bunch of a bunch of TOS slurs, and then it kind of like everybody's butthole gets real tight. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
And the raid's already happening, and you just got to raid. Couple seconds in, a blossoming of slurs. Then you got to take that energy out into the ether.
I tried to watch a Tarantino movie, Django Unchained, right after stream. I had to turn it off. My butthole was going inside itself. I couldn't handle it. I've been programmed. I must avoid.
How does that make you feel as a grown man to have the platform by which you make your living, your income, create rules for your expression that you're free. Your butthole goes inside your body.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you're bringing this up because I'm fucking getting sick and tired. This isn't specifically about what I just said, but I want to be free. And I want to go to Chatterbait and stream. Because I think there's more freedom there. And I'm not talking about showing my pecker and stroking my pecker and getting my goop on the camera. I'm just talking about being free and doing what I want and not worrying constantly about Dan Clancy's gazing eye burning inside my soul. I just want a place where I belong.
I know, 100%. There's something, fundamentally emasculating about the situation in which we find ourselves, right? There's something.
You've only banned one time, right?
I've only been banned once, yes. Have you been banned?
Yeah, one time someone sent a P-word pic in VR chat on their profile.
P-word pic on VR chat?
They had a pussy pic on the VR chat profile. I think I was being, there were some streamers that were like setting me up or something, or not streamers, but people in VR chat set me up.
They knew that you were streaming and they were like, let's fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, they got your ass.
They got me good.
They got you good.
It was, it was set up. And like as soon as I looked at that picture, I said, fuck. And then the stream was shut down for 3 days.
Abba, tell me, when that kind of stuff happens, when you got, be it on the scale of Twitch.tv, the platform, or individuals in a VR chat room, does it send you right back to the, to that format, that Abba that was on the doorstep of Scientology via
almost sent me back to those habits, really. Without streaming, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be back trying to summon demons with the Goetia, the key to Solomon. Trying to summon a demon to make my life better.
Now, Abba, tonight's theme, only good people succeed. Only good people succeed. And it is of extreme importance and I'm so glad that you're here as a leader in the community to be able to set the example that you're setting tonight. Because in order to, when these people call in order to truly assess the heights to which they can soar in success in their lives, we need to evaluate the depths and breadths of their failures. They're truly, when their bottoms, their most losery points of their life.
And you gotta hit rock bottom before you can.
We got to be able to talk about that. We got to be able to talk about that openly, and you'd offer that Scientology stuff so vulnerable of you.
Amen.
And talk to me. So listen, to go back. They didn't track you. They're not following you around the internet. They're not calling you, sending you emails, asking you for donations, trying to get back.
All they had was my Yahoo email address. They did not have my real name, Scientology. So the only way they can get me is they just send these. They seem like they're personalized emails trying to get me back with my real name. Hey, Abba, we're wondering if you're okay.
We're just checking in.
Yeah, just checking in on you.
Oh my goodness gracious! So how frequent are these emails that they give to you, to your Yahoo?
I don't even check my Yahoo email anymore. So it's not a factor in my life.
I used to have a Hotmail address. You ever have a Hotmail?
I had plenty of AOL. No Hotmail.
Ooh, I had an AOL. Yeah. AOL. I had a Hotmail. I also had a tripod site back in the day. Or I think
what's that? Before GeoCities?
It was similar to GeoCities or Angel Fire.
What was up on that?
On my website?
The early workings of the program?
Mission Impossible. So yes, a bunch of Mission Impossible stuff.
Really, you were really into the Mission Impossible series?
I thought that movie fucking was awesome, and it still is.
Which one? The one that John Woo directed? There's a lot of those movies.
Oh yeah, I think is it like 9? 9 of them?
There's gotta be.
I think there's a new one coming out. It's called like Mission Impossible Final Fuck or something.
And Tom Cruise still doing his own stunts, even though probably that cost the studio a lot of insurance money. But hey, he's special.
Now, be honest. Was it the role of someone like John Travolta or Tom Cruise that kind of called you to Scientology? What was the initial appeal, the impulse?
You really want to get into it? So I was looking for the meaning of life. It started with the Mitt Romney Obama election.
Ooh. What about
that? I was like, why do certain people gravitate towards certain candidates? Why do politics exist? And then I started getting into the conspiratorial video web of YouTube before that was sort of washed away. And everything came back to Aleister Crowley. And all the elites sacrifice and eat babies.
Was it the what were the name of those like 9/11 docs back then? Like
I didn't get it. I used to watch some of those ones that talked about the Bilderberger group and all that shit and the fucking NWO. But this shit just got down to brass tacks. All of the elites use black magic and worship demons and eat babies. And then I said, what's Aleister Crowley about? And then from that, I said, oh, this sounds like Scientology. Maybe there's something there. I said, as long as someone's got a map for me to follow, that I just do the things they tell me to do, and I can have an understanding of life and existence that's all neat, like a neat made-up bed I can get into every night. That's how it began.
This is a critical part of the program here at Explorations. Here we are looking for a way through to short circuit these guardrails, to short circuit the frameworks that take us out to the edges of the universe, to question them into oblivion, and to sort of truly find out what's real. And
burn it all away and find the one truth.
Yes, exactly.
Light it all on fire like a dumpster fire.
And then destroy that as soon as we can.
Find the kitten skeleton in the dumpster fire.
And to allow the process to destroy us. And by doing so, harnessing the power of the next level. Now, a critical part of this journey, and one that we're going to be getting to with callers tonight, is to fully realize the depths to which we will allow ourselves in pursuit of a little baby blanket, of a little framework, of a little way to understand, a little structure, a book, a manual,
something to hold on to in the roller coaster we called life.
Yeah, exactly. So what was it about? So it sounds like Obama and Romney really gave you
I don't know what it was.
Well,
I just was trying to figure out why people were so passionate about this shit. Like, why they're so...
you just, once you started picking at the scab, it just kept
why are we alive at that point? It all broke down to that shit.
And honestly, a perfect time. I've got to explore over here German royalties really spurging out on the single bits. Thanks so much, German.
Pennies from heaven.
Blessings to you. I love it. I love being showered. Blessings. Thank you so much, German. You're not getting by me without a thank you. Now, this Obama-Romney thing, because that was what? That was 2008?
I think, yeah, right?
Or was it... Oh, no, that was Obama-McCain. I think Romney was 2012, right?
Yeah, I think 11 or 12. Yeah. That's when it started.
Yeah. So you were seeing through the globalist liberal world order.
I went everywhere trying to fucking figure it out. Who has the power? How do they wield it? I'll try to summon a demon and have listen to my every command.
Now,
I'll learn the emotional tone scale, so I'll be able to control any environment I'm in by either moving up and down the tone scale in Scientology. Any tools I could grab by which I could lift myself up off the couch. Yes, I was sleeping on the couch a lot then. Now I sleep on a bed.
Wow. And that's exactly, to bring it a kind of a full...
I do have a Spider-Man blankets and stuff like that.
No. Don't you apologize for that.
That's cool. I mean,
don't you apologize for that. It is cool.
Still cool. I think Marvel Universe is still cool.
Do you ever invite people back to that old bedroom of yours and they see the Spider-Man blanket?
Not many people go inside there these days, but right. That's not about this. That's something different.
Okay. Well, let's listen. I'm proud of you. I want you to know.
It's not a race car bet either.
Listen.
I always wanted one.
I want you to know how proud of you I am.
You sure? If I told you I have 3 Spider-Man blankies still, it's okay.
But when you see a Spider-Man blanket, I can hear it in your voice. I hear a little bit of shame. But when I think about you,
well, I called it a blankie too.
Mm-hmm. You did, and you're ashamed of it. But when I see someone like you, the size, the masculinity, the teeming vitality. Go ahead, show it up a little bit. When I see those things, when I feel those things, I don't hear, I don't see, I don't feel a little boy with a little blankie. I see a grown man who has built a life through resilience, through the spiritual scars you have sustained by witnessing the Obama, Romney. Honestly, that'll go down in the history books as a
Out of
classic.
all the elections I could choose, isn't it crazy to think now?
Don't second guess
That's
it. I know,
one
it's a little weird. It is a little weird.
That's the one that did it. That it only expounded 1,000 times over. By
Everybody knew that Obama was going to win. But,
what was that? Oh, fuck.
But that's exactly when you question, though. And that
it was a
speaks to your
midlife
strength.
crisis. It really was just like, it became, what am I doing here? What am I doing in my life? What am I going to do? Can I lift myself up? Where can I go? What is success?
And now ABBA, to bring it full circle, Brother ABBA, it's not just your journey of having been a really kind of mind-bending failure at certain points of your life. It is that you are here in front of us as one of the most innovative Twitch streamers on the platform.
Listen, when people say this, I don't know what to say back because I look at people like yourself or the Windbag or Angry Scar, and I get inspired.
They're trash.
And no, don't you say that.
They're dog shit. They're dog shit on the bottom of a shoe.
Say that. I'm fully naked, by the way, in your glory, in the glory of the presence of your chat. And I am getting harder and harder as you keep pumping me up. You're literally pumping blood and cum into my cock when you say these kind of things.
Good. Let's see how much farther we can go. Now, as this innovator, as this paragon of success, especially in our corner of Twitch.tv, you offer something. You are on the vanguard, shining light into the darkness on the Wild West frontier that is streaming. Now, as a successful person, how important to you, also as an explorer, are the depths of your failures? When you as a successful person look back on what, not just what you have accomplished, but where you were before. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? And how important is that time of your life to you right now?
It could all happen again, I feel like. One false move, too many canceled streams. And I'll be drunk as a skunk, smoking bowl after bowl, listening to Elliott Smith records, playing Hearthstone, watching conspiratorial videos online. I could fall back into it in an instant if I don't stay on course, if I don't stay guided, if I don't use the program when I'm at my weakest.
You're still scared, and I love that. It is not about overcoming fear. It is about holding that fear close to your heart as a source, of motivation, of that clear self-hate still bubbling, teeming inside of you. The shame in your spidey blankies is still so close to your mind and heart, and yet it thrusts you forward, a cold fusion reactor in your mind, body, and soul.
Namaste!
Namaste. Wow.
No
Abba.
pants. I am nude.
Nude.
In the glory of the program.
How erect are we right now? Look down and give us a little.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get in trouble. Dan Clancy's gonna get us in trouble.
Okay.
I don't want to. I want to be free. Like I said, I want to be free, but I won't.
Be free too. And one day we will be. One day we'll be free from the chains that enslave us here at Twitch.tv. One day. You ever think about going to Kick?
They bind us by.
You ever think about going to Kick?
See, the only thing I worry about Kick is just where all the banned people are on Twitch, and they're like mad and angry.
It's a harsh vibe over there.
Yeah, so you have to kind of. I don't like to ban people on my channel. I just time people out if they're annoying. But over there, I feel like you'd have to do that work. You know. I feel like Chatterbait might have a really cool vibe. I don't know.
It might be. Is it still pretty vital? Still pretty happening?
I don't even listen. I haven't even done the research. It's just it's the oasis in the middle of the desert. I've made it. You know what I mean? There must be a platform untapped, untouched, by which I could grace it with my unique mind. Mm-hmm. And I used to talk to people on Omegle. Also, during this time, I'd always go on Omegle. I'd be wasted. I'd be drinking whiskey. and people have their dicks out and they'd be stroking it. And I'd be working material trying to get that man to laugh, trying to get his hand off his cock, look at me and have a chuckle.
Did it work? What was your batting average with that?
One time there was a attractive Nordic or Swedish lady masturbating, and I just started talking to her, and she put a blanket around her and talked to me for 3 minutes and stopped masturbating. I said, "Why do you do that?" And she said, "I don't know, I just do it." And I said, "Why the fuck did I do that? Why did I never stop masturbating? This is like the dream of an omegal find, right? That you would find a woman masturbating, not a man jerking off." I completely took her out of it, shamed her.
Yeah,
and,
you did. It's weird. Isn't, and that's a different kind of failure too. To reflect on the situations like that you completely dropped and fucked up and fumbled.
I was just trying. It was like going on Omega was like practicing, being honed in, seeing if you can grab someone's attention, seeing how quickly you can make them laugh before they disconnect to you. It became its own disease. I've tried to get back on it, and then I just banned immediately. I think it's because my setup looks so professional now that it's intimidating for me to talk to anyone.
That happened to me. I really enjoyed the rush of Instagram Live a couple weeks ago. Me and the community over here took our message of explorations to Instagram Live as just a little experiment. And I loved. There were people constantly coming in saying, "What the fuck is this? This sucks. This is the worst thing I've ever seen." Oh, real, just genuine breath of fresh air. I loved it.
Because they're not. What are they used to over there on?
They're
Instagram
used to Doja
Live?
Cat coming on, making a face while she listens to fucking.
They're used to people not doing
Geggy
anything,
Top.
just like a celebrity, just like standing there giving them their attention, right?
It's usually just like, "Hey guys, I just want to create a space for us to be able to feel safe and blah blah blah." A bunch of dog shit. It doesn't even matter. But they're not used to the message. They're not used to the level of production. They're not used to somebody coming in there with the heat that we brought as a community.
Now, did you get a lot of people in there
No.
when you brought your crowd? No.
I think what do we peak at, guys? What was it like?
What's good Instagram Live numbers?
I don't even know. I think we got up to like maybe
69.
69. We had 40. We had 40
happy.
that we just brought from the stream over here.
Yeah.
We maxed at like 50. Yeah, no one gave a shit. It was like 40 to 50. Well, like the reason I wanted to do it is because I had a video kind of blow up on Instagram and get a bunch of views and a bunch of followers for that account.
I saw that you got a. I saw that. I heard Slash from Guns N' Roses reposted one of your videos.
Yeah, it was Slash. It was Tommy Lee. It was
Wow.
Tommy Lee actually did. Slash didn't, but Tommy Lee did, which was.
That's what an amazing coincidence that happened to you.
And so the idea was to bring the message, and I can't wait to bring it over there again because, if the behavior of those.
Do you think that a
rapists,
platform like that won't have room for your message?
No, but that's why it's gonna create. You put a big energy in a small space. What's that going to create? A lot of pressure.
Does Scientology have an Instagram account? They must.
They better.
Do they go live and teach tone skills?
I don't know. I'll listen.
Never look this up.
Abba, I would love to watch some of these DVDs of yours sometime.
Listen, I forgot that I have them, and I used to get so fucking high. And one of them starts so beautifully. They had me. It's almost Spielbergian, the presentation in the glory of this perfect world they're portraying and how you can conquer everything inside you. Even remembering it right now tickles my insides.
I can't.
But I have to be really fucking high.
I love steeping myself. It's just sticking the tip in and just really enjoying it.
Oh, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I just lightly fuck those DVDs every night. I also have David Miscavige the head of Scientology, rewrote a bunch of the texts and he did this giant ceremony, and I have that too. It's pretty dry, but it's weird. You know how they have those glorious, like something out of fucking, I don't know what it's like, ancient Rome almost. The stage is all gold and it has all these hieroglyphics all over it.
Throw some hieroglyphics on, some Sanskrit, make some Native American little chant sounds, get a fucking totem pole up there.
37.7K followers for Scientology? Damn.
That's not a lot.
I'm just curious if they're all Scientologists, and that would be a good number of how many are really active and practicing in the United States or the world.
Interesting. Well, listen, Abba, I feel like we could do this all night. We could just wax and wane and continue.
Oh, we could.
And continue all night. But I want to thank you for how generous you've been with your time tonight, Abba.
I've always have time for you, Les. I always have time for you and your beautiful community.
Because what?
I'm always going to be studying the program. I'm always going to have you and your program as the eternal crystal in the garden of my mind and soul. Namaste.
Namaste, Abba. Thank you so much for providing your leadership, not only with your success, but also with the depth and embarrassing nature of your failure. Thank you so much for being so generous with yourself.
Put it all on Front Street, 100 Front Street.
Namaste. Well, guys, join me in thanking Abba Box for joining us here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner for a very special conversation with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you, Abba. Hopefully we'll talk to you very soon.
Bye-bye, Les.
Bye-bye, Abba. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight, we open up the lines to speak to you, to get your success back on track. Just because you will die as a loser in the most profound possible sense, that does not mean that we forego the reality that success is good and failure is bad. So give me a call. 708-240-8953. Allow me to appraise the depths of your failures, the heights of your successes, and get you on track to become what you were truly meant to become. 708-240-8953. Only good people succeed. Blessings to you and namaste. 708-240-8953. And what a treat it was to speak to Abba Box. Genuinely, I love any chance I get. It's really unfortunate sometimes with us streamers, and if there's, probably there's some streamers in the old chat right now that know what I'm talking about. But there's something about streaming. It lends itself to isolation, lends itself to solitude. And too often, the only communication that happens sometimes only happens on stream. And that's a damn shame. And I do truly cherish any communique with that ABBA. It's truly talented. You should genuinely, everybody here should check out ABBA if you haven't followed ABBA yet. He does a competitive media share. Lots of fun. I've been a guest a couple times on it, and it is a hoot and a half. I can't speak enough praise about it. Underhill touch you. I wish I could. 708-240-8953. Success is good. Failure is bad. Failure feels bad because you're bad when you do it. It's really not that complicated, everybody. It's not that complicated. Namaste. Trees like that tend to smell like burnt ass. Now, in terms of tree smells around here, ladies and gentlemen, you ain't got to watch out for the burnt smells. I don't know where you live, main doors. We don't have a burnt smell problem. We have the ginkgo. We have a lot of ginkgo bushes around here that as soon as they get wet, they smell fucking awful. And it is truly a menace. I can't believe that they're even allowed. They don't even look that good. They smell like cum. They do. They smell like cum. Yeah, these wet ginkgo bushes smell like cum. If you have a ginkgo bush in your front yard, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got to get rid of that. You got to get rid of that stuff. Now I'm going to say, Karma Hunter, 100 bits. I only say morning, not good morning, because if it was a good morning, I'd be fishing. Karma Hunter, so funny. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to go back to the communal visions here. We got German royalty of single bits for like an hour. So Fram asked, was the pussy fat? Were these for, maybe these were for ABBA. Were these for ABBA? Stone Monster, type butthole syndrome is real. Nindinu, why will he not show us the right nipple? It's the move of a loser. Pilotfish, single bit. Now, let's get back to XX Tald XX. Leslie, balancing fitness and everyday life can be a challenge. Do you have any tips for staying active while juggling something like DoorDash deliveries? And how can we integrate small workouts throughout the day to keep the energy flowing? Well, and this is something that I've covered before on the program, and I'm happy to do so again. XX Tald X. Are you still here? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Now, you put them up, Mish? Looking beautiful. Look at that. Namaste, everyone. Now, quick, let's address this. Now, XX Teldex, it is actually much simpler than any other fitness guru or life coach will ever have you believe. To fit in little workouts, little fitness things like that. Now, firstly and foremostly, the most important thing you can do, and this is going to be probably some low-hanging fruit for you as a DoorDash driver, is just to be exhausted all the time. Be exhausted, both mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? You're on the bottom rung of a very dog shit job as a DoorDash driver. And use that to your advantage. Get and stay exhausted. Now, as you are exhausted, it'll be as if you worked out all the time. And you can kind of just derive a lot from that, from just sort of simulated exhaustion like that. Now, this is invaluable, and I can't wait to see the work that it does in your life. But secondly, I would say, secondly, if that doesn't work as well as you want it to, one of my go-to moves when I was a delivery guy was balling up. Just, if you're sitting down, you can't, you could do lateral stuff. You look like an idiot, and you probably should feel like an idiot if you're doing that, like, sitting in a chair, office desk chair workout. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and it's not going to do anything. What we'll do is just ball ball up in a firm little ball, and that burns actually more calories than an Olympic swimmer does in the 100-meter dash. If you calories per hour to just ball that up, and also it activates your sympathetic nervous system, actually delivering and clearing out a whole new set of neurotransmitters, of hormones. It transforms the body into a peak physical condition to activate it in that way. So curl up into a ball and just stay as exhausted as possible. DoorDash driving already got a leg up on the competition. So hopefully XX that gets you to where you need to be. Namaste. 708-240-8953. Only good people succeed. Seven zero eight 240-8953. Blessings to you. Only good people succeed. Only good people succeed. Now, if we were to take a page out of Abel Box's book, cowards call in or go to hell, says Sheen Namaste. Everyone is scared again today. We've had a couple, guys, I've noticed a little bit of nervousness. I want you to know it's going to be all right, all right? It's just me, Leslie Tanner, and you can speak directly to me to get the direction and the clarity that you need through the power of explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste. 126 people watching right now, not a single person. I get it. It can be, to see two titans on the screen like that, like Abel Box and Leslie Tanner, sort of hashing it out in a free forum like that, really speaking their minds and plumbing the depths of each other's souls. It can be it's at a high bar. I truly understand where you're coming from with this nervousness. I do get it. Beautiful. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hi, Leslie. It's Mish.
Leslie, it's Leslie and it's Mish. Mish, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight, hon?
Mish, it's Leslie. Haha, I'm good. How are you?
Okay, well, that wit, that humor. Thanks so much for already adding so much color to the stream tonight, Mish. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I am.
Mish, let's go ahead and first of all, I want to congratulate you on the introduction of the two fresh emotes to your channel.
Thank you. I was working on them for, I don't know, just a couple hours, I guess.
Couple hours, you said.
Yeah.
And who is featured in those emotes?
They're the cats, Shrimp Chip, and Kisu.
Yeah. Don't really care for them, but they're fine.
You think they're okay?
They're okay. They're fine. They're fine, as I said.
Yeah.
But exciting stuff. You are streaming exciting stuff. I'm going to do a quick shout out for. Wait, how do we get those emotes? Good question, Doofus. Now, Mish, would you consider yourself successful?
No.
Interesting, and why not?
I'm poor.
Poor, not successful.
Poor. I am in physical pain a lot.
Well, Mish, tell me, I mean, we hear all the time, we often, we put, certain conventional wisdoms from poor people on a pedestal, right? We hear we hear cliches like, no one's poor that is rich in friends, or it's about the small stuff, to enjoy this. Talk to me about what do you say to that? What do you say to those wisdoms? Quote unquote.
You can't pay for groceries with friendship. You can't pay your bills with friendship. You can't buy a house with friendship and love and a rich inner life.
I remember that I recall that being a plot line in Care Bears.
Yeah, well, they lied.
And who was the Care Bear show for?
Babies.
And
Stupid little babies.
Are you a baby?
No, I'm a grown woman.
Yep. And you're you're expected to sort of lick your wounds as a poor, miserable bitch, with phrases that couldn't even get a baby into toddlerhood, right? These fragile, paper thin cliches.
Yeah.
Wow, huh? Now, Mish.
It's off.
Now, Mish, I know, I'm so. Do you go to therapy ever?
I used to.
And what happened?
I don't have health insurance. And I didn't like how they were talking to me.
Right. We've discussed this on the program before.
Yeah.
It didn't help, did it?
No.
Which is why I'm glad.
She tried to get me to do a Buddhist guided meditation. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. Now, talk to me. Now here at Explorations, a different approach altogether from therapy. It is one phrase. I've got my own little set of quotations that I pull out from time to time. One of which is, "Let good things be good and let bad things be bad."
Yes.
Let good things be good, let bad things be bad. Now, along those lines, communal vision real quick from Pepper and Cheney. This is from Disciple. The Care Bear stare was really just Care Bears coming at your little face.
No.
Any response to that?
No, I don't like it.
I thought it was brave. Thank you, Disciple. And Pepper and Cheney with a communal vision of his own. Blessings to you. Have you considered finding a bag of money with a $sign painted on it a good person would?
I'm always looking.
You haven't found it yet, right?
I'm always looking for that. I haven't.
Yet another failure.
I know. Sometimes I find, coins on the ground. But that's not... I can't buy a house with, a couple dimes.
No, you can't. Now, Mish, it is important to keep in mind, if you go to therapy, what might happen, one of the things that might happen, okay, and namaste to you. Welcome. Welcome to Explorations. Blessings to you. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Mish, is if you go to therapy, let's say you get a little bit of money, you get your health insurance, you go to therapy, right? And you're thinking, therapy will fix me. Therapy will get this going to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Mish, let me tell you one thing right now. The most sensible part of your outlook on life right now is how depressed you are.
Oh?
Let me say it again. The most sensible part of your life, and I'm so glad that you called. You're our first caller tonight. Because a lot of people are going to be a lot of people are in your position right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in physical pain. They're in emotional pain. They don't have enough money to do very basic things that honestly, in a fair universe, should just be very simple, but you are being deprived of it, like many people in chat. So the most sensible thing, the most healthy thing, not mentally ill, mentally healthy, mentally robust, emotionally resilient part of you is your depressed self.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, if I'm in a car wash, I'm gonna get wet.
Really?
If I stick my hand in an oven, it's gonna feel hot.
Oh.
Now, if I've got a life where I'm not making enough money, I don't have health insurance, I feel like shit about myself because of all those things. I'm looking for a bag of money and I can't find it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, insert things there. You should feel depressed. These things are bad.
That's true. It'd be weird and scary if you didn't feel depressed.
Success is built on an accurate calibration with reality, and such as we build here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Mish, you're not ill.
I'm just a bad person?
Right now, yes, you're a bad person.
Can I become good?
Yes, you can. For
How?
a while. Hopefully.
How?
By succeeding. But succeeding is not going to happen without doing exactly what we just did here, by taking stock, looking
But I
around.
thought I had to be a good person.
No, you become a good person by succeeding. You don't have to be a good person first. Nobody's a good person first. They succeed and then they're a good person. Larry Picklejar, caller, maybe you should just try harder.
I am.
No, you're not. Now, Mish has been
But
really...
the title says only good people succeed.
What was that?
It says only good people succeed.
Right, exactly.
So, don't you have to be good to succeed then?
No, you succeed and then you're good.
I'm so confused.
It's transitive or whatever. It goes back and forth. That moment of success means good. That moment of good means the success has to happen first though. Affirmation for ladies. Listen, I gotta affirm women real quick. Thanks so much, Fram. Listen, in this day of oppressive modern liberal feminism, there can be a lot of pressure on you not to admit that you're a huge fucking loser. Please, with the depths of your heart, admit it. And that was for women. Namaste. Now, Mish, what was that?
So I don't have to be a good person in order to succeed?
No, that's not how it works.
So confused.
No, listen, Michelle, Mish, whatever your name is, you have to listen to me.
Fuck, dude?
Huh?
Who the fuck?
Listen to me. You have to succeed first. And right now you're doing the opposite of that. Okay?
Fine.
Okay, yes. And this is that anger, that frustration, yes. You should be angry and frustrated. Let it grind, let it boil your blood.
I'm pissed off. I've got a stress ball and I'm squeezing it.
Good. Blessings. Listen, that's a beautiful way to start. Thank you so much for being so generous with yourself tonight, Mish. I really appreciate it.
I'm scared.
Yeah, and that's good. You should be. What if it doesn't work? What if you're a bad person that just keeps failing?
I don't want to.
Yep, exactly. Communal vision from Pepper and Sheeny. Call her Shelly Beans. I bet she'll love that.
No, someone tried calling me Shelly Belly in 3rd grade and it made me cry.
Okay. Well, don't let go of that.
I'm crying right now.
Okay, well, this is a perfect place to end the call. Namaste, Mish.
Fuck you.
Communal vision coming in from Larry Picklejar. If Michelle was trying hard enough, she'd have Congress lobbying for tax breaks for her right now. Well, before we just go outright and become a special interest group, let's take some steps on our way out there. How about that, LPJ? How about that? But, I mean, there's no reason that each and every single one of us can't start our own little APAC. There's no reason that we can't all become our own little APACs. You got to give it to Israel. You got to give it to them. Agenda-free TV. Nami says, I'm not giving shit to Israel. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are a lot of things, regardless of what you feel about their behavior, their psyche, what they just pulled off for the past year was a feat. It was a lot of things, but it was a genuine achievement. Now, are you saying agenda-free TV is going to see where I'm coming from on this? Is agenda-free? I'd love to if they'd have me on. I'd love to be on their program. I'd love to have them over here and talk about it to you. Just got to hand it to them. You know, funny. Agenda-free TV. I'd love to see what they're. Is that the one that like an old Daily Show or SNL writer or something is on it? Larry Pepperoncini. Israel has post-mortem sperm collection squad. So fucking cool. Wow. They go and jack off the Israeli corpses? Has agenda-free TV has no agenda. You do, so no dice, buttface. What is my agenda other than reality, Larry? What is the agenda of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, if not to confront and embrace reality? That's the thing. My program is so effective across the political spectrum. The smallest mind in the world can understand the fragility of political ideology in the face of a program like Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I think every ethnicity, I think they're setting the tone. I think every ethnicity should have a an emergency squad.
Should be kept away from politics, the same way a schizophrenic should be steered away from the Bible. They need our help.
Every ethnicity needs to have like a Black Hawk helicopter with like 8 special ops guys who go jack off dead bodies of their specific ethnicity to get that cum. I think that's a beautiful idea. I think that's a really amazing, extremely adaptive idea. I noticed that too, doofus. Namaste. I know, right? The universe. The universe is what I have to say. I say, let's get the Macedonians a little Black Hawk thing. Let's get the Albanians a little Black Hawk thing. Let's get the Bosnians. Let's get the Croatians. Let's get the Serbians. Let's get the Slovaks. Let's get the Welsh. The 173rd Corpse Fluffer Brigade. Hoorah. That's what I'm saying. Only the best of the best. They go through, Navy SEAL training, plus they gotta be really good at Halo. Duncan did it. Can a poor person do good things like Gandhi or Nicolas Cage? Yes, but it won't be enough. What's a Slovak from Slovakia? The eastern half of what used to be Czechoslovakia. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying we should get a Creole. I think, and we should break down the ethnicities within nations, within the United States. Give the Creoles a little Black Hawk helicopter so they can rush in, call in the death squad. They show up anywhere within 90 seconds. Milk the balls. Milk those Creole balls. Oh.
Dig all this dig off something. I'm gonna dig all this dig off something real fresh. Keep my blood going. Keep that blood pure.
Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, you can call me Fisk because that's my name.
Fisk, welcome back to the program. How are you doing tonight, Fisk?
I'm feeling normal and decent.
Normal, decent. And I can tell by the Cajun Guru is so spicy. Namaste to you, pilot. Blessings. Now, a quick communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. Thanks so much for sharing your perspective tonight, Mother Nipplebottom. Perspective is there anyone you wouldn't milk? Let's both answer this question. I'm taking a page out of the Zionist cookbook on this one. I'm only jacking off people of my ethnicity in this arena. Slovak. I'm gonna drop down into the field. He's gonna be wearing like an Adidas little jumpsuit, a little gold chain. He's gonna have a sub in his little Prius. He's gonna have a subwoofer in the back, and he's gonna die. And I'm gonna get in there with all my Black Hawk helicopter stuff. And I'm gonna jack that dick off, that very medium-sized penis off. Now, go ahead, Fisk. You answer that question. Is there anyone you wouldn't milk?
Maybe people with like sexual diseases, I guess.
Interesting. Okay. What kind of sexual diseases would you avoid?
Just all of them, like gooning, I guess.
Which ones?
Just like any sexual, spiritual diseases, like gooning.
Oh, gooning you see as a disease?
Like a spiritual disease.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So if they were a gooner, you wouldn't jack them off. Now let's gonorrhea. What about chlamydia? Not that big of a deal, right?
Maybe, but I would have to be paid for it.
Okay, that's fair. Now, next question from Larry Pickle Jar for you. Caller, how's your brain tonight?
Oh, my brain is unable to recognize its own state.
Is unable to recognize its own state. That's called dissociation.
Okay.
So healthy and vital.
Huh?
That's healthy and vital.
Okay.
You know, conventionally speaking, a lot of my colleagues in the field of mental health will tell you that that's not good. That's not healthy. We need to do certain things to stop the dissociation. I say no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You're dissociating for a reason, and I think it's a sign of, in the same way that Mish being depressed about her miserable life, your situation, there's certain things that are just untenable, scary, unstable in your life, and you should be dissociating.
I guess it is an adaptation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Would you tell a chameleon not to change colors?
No, that would be bad. That would be wrong with me.
Would you tell the duck-billed platypus to get a normal mouth?
No.
No. So I'm not about to tell Fisk to stop dissociating.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now, tonight's theme. Oh, we have one more question from XX Fist, named after the noun or the verb.
The noun or the... No. It's not fist. It's Fisk with a K or fish with an H.
Fisk with a K, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, let's so that's a little more clear cut. Now, let's get into tonight's theme. Only good people succeed.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, interesting. That's a good question. Just what's the 4 words, pretty simple phrase. What's your initial reaction to that phrase? What's going through your head when you hear that?
Well, when I saw it, I was like, does good mean like not evil, or like does good mean like good at stuff? Is he saying that like if in order to be successful, you have to be like a good person? So, yeah.
Well, by being successful, we are revealed as good people.
I suppose. But is that what you meant?
By achieving success, we are revealed to be good. By failing, we are revealed to be bad.
But is that like good, like wholesome good?
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I'd love. Yeah, let's pull on that thread, because I think when I say that, I mean something. You know, I don't mean a nuanced thing. I mean a full stop value. Quantification. I mean like as fundamental as you can get.
Like numbers?
Yeah,
wise?
like just
high
really
value?
binary system, 1 and 0. Caller Guru, what defines success? Duncan did it. Interesting question. Let's start. I've got my answer, but go ahead. I want to start with. I'm curious what your answer is to this, Fisk. You're a very thoughtful person. Lord knows you've dropped a lot of really beautiful thoughts on us through the program. So tell me, what is success to you?
I guess success is just first knowing how you want your spirit to be manifested materially and emotionally, and then being able to do that to your highest potential.
Interesting. And tell me, in your life, what would that mean?
Really like speaking to more humans in real life, and starting creative projects with them, and being more risk-taking in terms of like working with other human beings.
Risk-taking with working with other people. So you see yourself. You see. Are you kind of isolated? Would you say you can lead an isolated life?
Yeah, I'm kind of hermity.
And what's stopping you from taking those risks? And according to your definition, just kind of being a loser.
I think maybe I just don't like people or trust them. Everyone's like, oh, like you need to take risks to like collaborate with human beings, but it's like these people, I don't like them. These people, they're stinky. You know, they smell.
Right, and you mean stinky, you mean something a little more than just the smell, right?
Yeah, but also the smell.
There's something fundamentally intrusive about their presence in your life. Communal Vision coming in from Larry Picklejar. Caller, speaking of success, how have you contributed to the economy aside from stabbing strangers that end up being couch pillows?
That end up being couch pillows?
That's the vision.
How I don't know. I guess just existing and needing to eat food, and drawing weird stuff for people when they're like, oh, I need picture, I need image.
Interesting. Okay, I love that. I love the drive behind what you just shared. The need, fulfilling the need for images in people's lives. Stone Monster 400. Embrace the fear of the nipple, Fisk.
Embrace the fear of the nipple? I don't have fear of the nipple. I think the nipple is good.
So you voted yes on that poll earlier.
Oh no, I don't think I was here for that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We had a poll about how we felt about nipples. XX Taldex X, what you seek also seeks you. Does Fisk agree? Does this apply to success and failure?
I think I agree that what I seek seeks me, but also like that's kind of creepy, you know. So, but maybe I just have to let it be creepy. Maybe I just have to let that go into my orifices.
Listen, this is what I think about that question. I'm gonna limit my thoughts to success and failure tonight because that's our theme. And if you seek success or seek failure, I think that what we seek, how we seek it, is it maybe at times correlative to the outcome, but not necessarily. What do we got? So something where you don't have to be with people but want to work with them to succeed. Sounds like you need to make your own crypto. It sounds like you need to make your own crypto coin and then rug pull it after it peaks right at the beginning. It worked for Hawk Tua. Success.
You know what? You have a point. There is so much technology. Why don't I just take advantage of it and evolve past the smellies?
Well, yeah, I think there's something to that. You would be a very, Seventh Dragon Ball mentioned in the chat a little bit earlier that if you succeed at fucking people over, you were successful, but at being a piece of shit. Maybe that's true, but that is success, and that cannot be denied. Even if you see yourself as opposed to being a piece of shit, you must acknowledge the success and the talents and the hard work of your enemies. Otherwise, we're living in a candy land, okay? Now, success for you would be drawing pictures, working with people, but also staying completely away from people. Am I hearing you right?
Yes, but also I'm still apprehensive. Like, should I just let these people stink up my lives? Or should I do what you said and just do a Hawk to a rug pull? And yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, it kind of depends on what you want in that point, and I'm not going to steer you in a moral direction. Certainly, I would never dream of doing that. Couple communal visions though to catch up on. People are very inspired by you. Duncan Data says someone seeking success would realize that it stinks so good. Any response?
I guess it does stink so good, and maybe it's just like my immune system isn't like up to par with it,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's your like formula proving that my immune system is bad, because it's like it can't like recognize the like delicious like probiotics in being a asset class Hawk to a rug puller.
Beautiful. Seventh Dragon Ball caller. How many bathrooms do you have?
A couple.
Beautiful. And Mother Nipplebottom, or kind of a public response to XX. What you seek also seeks you. Sounds like how stalkers justify their shit. Any response to that, Fisk?
Stalkers?
Stalkers, yeah. Stalkers.
Oh, stalkers. Okay, I mean, I don't know if stalkers are like trying to be successful though, so I don't know how relevant that is. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. They can justify it. Like if you're successful at manifesting yourself, you should also have the ability to self-defend. So even if they're stalkers, it shouldn't be a problem, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. I'd love to get involved in the discussion here, but right now we're moralizing. I like the points you were making, Fisk. I like the points you were making, but I want to make sure that I'm guiding this discussion away from the moral elements. We're not here to judge that. Pepperoncini, can you imagine spitting on a man's penis like Hawk Tua, showing such disrespect to a man? Might as well throw a shoe at it.
I don't think it's disrespectful. You're just making sure that he's lubed up so he doesn't like get a rash.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good to have a penis rash.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we covered a lot tonight, Fisk, and I feel like we got to a good spot. I think you really contributed a lot, and you were really generous and vulnerable with us tonight. And I really genuinely appreciate everything that you kind of injected into our discussion this evening.
No problem, Leslie.
Yeah,
no
is there
problem.
any final little message for the chat before you move on?
I just wanted to, not for the chat, but I just want to say maybe you misunderstood. I wasn't saying that like stalkers are good or bad. I'm just saying like there's things in the world that are that are dangerous, and that's just the world we live in. And maybe by your measure, if we were good, then those things would just like fall off of us, you know?
No, that's
That
not
makes
my
sense.
goal in any way. No.
What is your goal?
My goal is to activate. My goal is to square with reality and to become that which there is to become.
Okay. Well, I'll do some thinking on that and maybe get back to you.
No, I would never dream of stifling your vision for your life, Fisk. If you called up and you wanted to be something that someone else completely deplored, I would give you every tool in my disposal to allow you to become yourself.
Okay. Well, maybe I don't understand what that means yet.
Well, let's real quick example. Let's say you wanted to try to think of something. What's something that people hate?
Pedophiles?
Let's pick a different one for TOS.
Oh, okay.
I know, right? This is the real-time stifling of this platform, of the human spirit. What was that?
Jesus?
Right. So if you were the second coming of Jesus Christ, the prophesied Savior, as promised by the Bible, I would give you every tool in my arsenal so that you may become Jesus, even though the Jews hate you.
Okay.
I would believe
But
in you
you
that
also-
much. I'm here to activate.
Okay.
All right, well, Fisk, I'm going to call it right there. I think we've covered a lot, and there's much for you to chew on our discussion tonight.
I think that's true.
Yeah, it is. Well, Fisk, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful evening, all right? Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Love speaking to dissociated Fisk every single time. Guys, I got to piss. I got to pee-pee. Stick around for a quick little flushing of the mind's eye as we enter our second half of our exploration tonight of Only Good People Succeed. And stick around for a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I host my library of exclusive program materials designed to get you exactly where you need to be to truly become yourself. Namaste, everybody. I'll be right back in just a moment. Blessings.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the second half of tonight's exploration of Only Good People Succeed. Blessings to you. Those are a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, guys, if you've seen what's possible here, I can't tell you enough about the materials waiting for you at the community of devoted light at patreon.com. A very quickly growing community full of exclusive materials. And a couple updates about that commercial. First of all, the exclusive video content, well, there's more in the works. There's more in the works. Always working on it. I've got several kettles cooking right now. However, what we've put in terms of regular content is now we are doing a podcast, if you can believe that, a podcast of devoted light with me, Leslie Tanner, giving you the unfiltered, raw, basic tools that you need, the raw material of explorations in the podcast form. Take it with you onto the train, the bus, in an Uber, while you do dishes, etc., waiting for you. Prag Pro, namaste. Thank you so much. Prag Pro, the podcast works, says Fram Weird. The podcast works, says Fram. Namaste to you. Now, Fram, I know Fram, everyone's, is absolutely going gaga over the podcast of Devoted Light. And it has been an absolute treat to put together. It'll be another one this weekend, actually. Another one this weekend. Lots of materials coming down the pipeline, and I need to get it to you. Go ahead and type !Final Journey into the chat right now to join my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders, Prag Pro. You're not sneaking by me, Prag. You're not sneaking by me. Thank you so much for the raid. And thank you so much to you all for joining us. How was the stream? Praggy, how was the stream? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I can call you tonight?
Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I can call you tonight?
Maps.
Maps.
Yes.
Now, are you listening to me on the stream or via phone?
On the mobile.
Okay, would you mind muting the stream right now and speak to me over just your phone?
Would you mind muting the stream right now and speak to me over just your phone?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Beautiful. Maps, how are we doing tonight?
I'm great, thanks. This is my first time calling. It's actually Jonathan, a.k.a. Main Door.
This is Brother Main Door. Namaste, everybody. Welcome, Main Door. First time caller. We know that name in the chat. We're familiar with the energy. We celebrate the energy of Main Doors, an absolute asset here in the community. And now we're getting a first time call from it. So can we get some hype going for Main Door in the chat, please? Main Door, how are we doing tonight?
I'm actually doing quite well, thank you.
Really, quite well. Tell me, why doing quite well? What's going on?
Well, I had a takeout from a Chinese, and I don't think it went down too well.
Interesting. Okay, speak on that a little more. I would love some details.
Well, the place is called the Mandarin, and it usually does buffets, which are really good. You know, like you go into the place and you have some food, and it's awesome. It's like a massive selection of Chinese food, and it's really good, but the takeout sucks.
Oh, that's so disappointing, Main Doors. I would be so disappointing, especially if the buffet is so good. Why do you think their takeout sucks? What's going on there?
I think some people, when they do takeout, they think it's going to be a good thing because most places do takeout, but they seem to be not very good at it. Maybe hopefully they'll get better. Who knows?
You know what I'll bet they do? I'll bet they load it up from the buffet.
Yeah, that's what I think, yeah.
Which you'd think would be good because it's good in the restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's not. And what'd you get? What kind of food did you get tonight?
I got lemon chicken.
Ooh, I do love lemon chicken.
I got their shrimp takeout, which was everything like torpedo shrimp. It had rice with shrimp, fried rice with shrimp. And then there was another dish that had like vegetables and nuts and shrimp in it. And it should have been good. In practice, it should have been good, but it wasn't that good.
Oh.
The chicken was kind of eh.
Oh.
Usually when you get a Chinese, like say lemon chicken or shrimp, the shrimp is separate and the sauce is separate. But this time they actually had the lemon chicken in the sauce, so the batter's not crispy. It's soggy.
Oh, that's bringing me such pain. Quick communal vision from Pepper and Cheney. Are you concerned they played some sort of practical joke with your soft drink?
I didn't really order any soft drinks because I had soft drinks in the house.
So you protected yourself on that front.
Yes, definitely.
You said I know the tricks.
Yep.
Yeah. So beautiful. Now. When it comes to Chinese food, is there a lot of Chinese food in the area, or is this kind of a one-stop place in town?
No, there's quite a diverse range of food here in London, which is nice. You can get like Indian, you can get Chinese, you can get Iranian food. There's like a lot of Thai restaurants, Korean restaurants, Japanese restaurants.
Ooh!
It's a good choice. It's a good selection.
What a treat.
Yeah.
What a treat. Now, but unfortunate that you failed tonight in being able to get yourself a nice little succulent little meal, huh?
Yeah.
Now talk to me. To what extent are you familiar with failure? Tell me about your life. Do you consider yourself successful or a failure?
At this point in time, I'm 47 years of age, so I've done quite a bit in my time.
Right, you've been around.
So I would say probably the biggest failure might have been when I was in India and I was married at the time, and we had a rickshaw business. Now, rickshaws are like the taxis, like the small open door. So we had 5 of those, and it didn't even last a year.
Wow. So it didn't even last a year. You ate shit on that, right?
Yeah, we lost a ton of money on that.
Oh, wow. I'll bet you did. And it didn't last a year. Whereabout did you do the rickshaw stuff?
It was just outside of in a place called Nala Sopra, which is about 2.5 hours or 2 hours outside of Mumbai. So it would be like going from where I am now in London, Ontario to Toronto. So about 2 to 2.5 hours drive.
Okay. Nice. But
If you
an
understand.
urban place where it should have succeeded and it just fell flat on its fucking face.
Yeah.
And did you struggle with emotionally after that? Did you feel kind of just like, oh man, I fucked up, I'm a failure? Did you feel like that?
Well, I guess it was our first business venture. So you have to kind of like, it's a failure, yes, because it didn't succeed. But I think if you look at it in a longer perspective, if you don't learn from your first failure, and see what happens and take it from there and then go forward and then go, okay, we're never doing that again. And then so when you do your next business idea, you know already what you did right and what you did wrong. So Wonderful. You know, like, okay, we're not doing that again. So yeah. I think that a lot of people, when they go into business for the first time, they might give up at the first hurdle and they just don't try ever again because they've lost a lot of money, they've lost a lot of faith. And I think the best thing to do is to learn from that and find something, keep going until you find something that actually works.
Now, listen, you're phrasing this in like a conventionally attractive way, that like, you know, keep your chin up, learn from your mistakes, move on, try again. And while that is, you know, I'm not here to contest that because you're sharing this with us from personal experience. You talked how you went from one absolute embarrassing failure to maybe some more successful ventures. Now, what it's reminded me of though is, you know, something I learned a great deal from. I used to have a sales job. Have you ever worked in sales before?
When I was very, very young, I did door-to-door sales. Kind of. It worked for a little bit.
A little bit,
it was through a company that was selling like different products, like toiletry products and different things like that. And you'd go on the doors, and you'd have a little catalogue, and you'd sell the catalogue, you know, and then you'd then go back and then see if you got any orders from it. And sometimes where I was in the west coast of Scotland, it was in a pretty good area. So I got some good sales from that, and I got some good like money from that. But other than that, not really, no.
One thing that I took away, I don't know if this is your experience from the sales job, but with the other salespeople, those people are psychos. You know, like they are every single month. They're truly singing for their bread every month. The quota resets and they go back to it. And they have such an athletic, predatory mind when it comes to making sales, and they're very successful. And I mean this in a positive way. I mean, these people, they've just got these black shark eyes and a cold blood, and they are successful for a reason. And one thing about that, their success. Well, real quick, Stone Monster 400. Caller, I like your accent. Can you say dragon and tiger for me?
Dragon and tiger.
That was awesome. That was fun.
Thank you. I should have put more emphasis on the R's, because we're very good at rolling our R's, but...
You are very... Yeah, give it a try.
Roll up the rim to win.
Roll out the wind to win. That was awesome.
Roll up well, there's a Tim Hortons thing where you get a coffee and they have a thing called roll up the rim to win. And then you just roll up the corner of the edge of the coffee cup and you can win anything from a couple $100 to a car or whatever.
Right. Did you ever win that?
No.
Yeah, another failure.
Never.
Another.
Yeah,
another L. Now, when it comes to, you know, the point I was making a second ago about salespeople, about entrepreneurs.
Olive rims, yes.
There's a certain coldness to the logic that you have to have if you're going to turn failure into success. You can't lie to yourself about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how it's interacting with the people around you. You know, how with your potential sales, with your potential clients, with the product that you're selling. You have to be brutally honest with yourself and others about this stuff. Now, and that's one thing that I would like to kind of underline in your story. You kind of short-sold some conventional wisdom in your sojourn from failure to success as you were recounting your personal experiences. There's a certain cold-blooded psychopathy that is involved there, and I could feel it in your words. Now with this kind of like bloodlust, this like psychotic bloodlust that I know you have in you, is this something that you've learned how to kind of like what's the word? Not repress, but compartmentalize?
I think you do have to compartmentalize. Yes, I think I don't always do that. Unfortunately, maybe that's why it wasn't a success.
Tell me about a time you did not successfully compartmentalize.
I guess it was just not taking into the point the fact that if you have people who are running you have to get drivers to ride the rickshaws, to do the rickshaws, to go around, and most of them couldn't actually even read. So you had to think about, you had to like, also where do you want those cab drivers to go? You should have, there was a whole bunch of things we had to do.
I'll bet. It sounds, I can only imagine the list of things. And how did you learn? Was it through just repeated failure that you learned to compartmentalize or compartmentalize? Or was that close?
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize? Yes. I'm trying my best.
Sorry, can you repeat that again, please?
Compartmentalize?
No. Are you doing jazz at the moment as well?
Yes, I am. You're talking about compartmentalization. You're doing a really beautiful sort of soliloquy on top of the jazz accompaniment. Duncan did it. That voice and that jazz is so sexual. Now I'm gonna go. You tell me about tell me about a success that you've had.
Oh well. I started getting into music again, and I did 2 music courses in Scotland, and I just started doing stuff on SoundCloud again, and I did a remix or a kind of remix of someone else's track, and I didn't think it was going to go very well at first, and then it got the most likes and plays that I've ever had in like 3 or 4 days. So I'd say that's a success. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So I would say maybe I was pretty good at sports. I was pretty successful at that. I was good at soccer and athletics, sprinting mostly. So I think if you're doing, I think you could take the sprinter's mentality into business, because really it's not like any other sport per se, because you're competing against other people, like, and it's you against everybody else. There's no like, it's not teamwork, it's not anything like that. So you do have, when you're going back to that kind of talk of being cold and a little bit more Scottish, more ruthless. That's a great mindset to have. Is the sprinter's mentality is it's you against everybody else, and you want to beat everyone else, and you have to have that motivation to be like, you're not going to. My feeling is you don't just beat them, you destroy them. So every race you're in, you don't go out to actually just win it. You go out to like obliterate the opposition. So if you have that kind of mentality, and you take that into business, and you don't take any crap from anyone as well, then I guess that would help you become more successful. Like, just don't like take any BS from anyone,
right?
And like, don't be a dick about it, but don't
be a
take
dick.
any nonsense from
anyone.
anyone.
That's
either.
the thing about being a dick, though. That's If I had a nickel for every time someone called me a dick, I'd have a million nickels. But the thing is, I never have an ounce of dickheadedness in my heart, and that's how I know.
No, I'm not me. And me neither. I'm not a. It's different. You have to like. It's not as if a lot of these people. Maybe some of them are very cold-blooded and ruthless. But sometimes you have to be in life, but it's not as if you're actually that kind of person outside of that. Like, you don't take your business stuff home with you and then act like that in front of your family and your kids. If you did that, then you really are a dick, you know. So you have to like separate the two. You're cold and ruthless when you have to be, but that doesn't mean you are in every other aspect of life.
Absolutely. Pepperoncini taking a call while doing the Express is the greatest innovation since jazz, since Joseph Smith himself gave the gift of music to the Gentiles. Sociopathogen, 100 bits, a ruthless Scottish mentality won't necessarily get you better Chinese food, though. Any response to that?
No one.
Fram says, I don't just beat my dick, I destroy it. Any response?
Destroying's a good thing, yes.
Disciple, can someone ask him to say pussy galore in a deep voice? Let's go.
Pussy galore.
Sociopathogen, just saying the word bam.
Bam.
Knight of Zeal with 777 bits. Blessings to you. Stone Monster gifting a sub to Reverend Twitch. Duncan,
nice.
This is really a beautiful situation we're having. Now, what does fatherhood mean to you? Are you a father?
Well, my wife at the time, she had a son from a previous marriage. Her son was about 5 when I met him. So I kind of raised him from about 5 until he was 17. I had to take on the father role for her child. It's a bit more difficult, obviously, because it's not your child. You don't really know at first how to handle that situation. Like, how far can you actually go? But I still speak to him. His name is Arian. Really nice name, Arian. And a very smart kid. Really knew about technology, phones, computers, laptops, everything. Man, very well adept at all these things. But he had a bit of a temperament on him. So dealing with that, and I guess I don't blame him for that because his father passed away when he was 3. He didn't know his real father. And then I come in, like out of the blue, kind of, and then I'm now his dad, kind of. So that was a bit of a struggle for him and me at first, but we got on pretty well at the end. Learning his language to a certain extent, and his history and his education system, and trying to help him out with that kind of stuff, and just being there for him, it was a real eye opener, I have to say, raising someone else's kid.
Caller, are you sure you can separate that cold reptilian work persona from the one you utilize with your friends and family? Maybe letting them mix together would help you be in better touch with it, therefore making you even better at marketing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I don't always get on well with my family. I get on okay with my dad, but I've always found that a lot of my friends back in Scotland, they got on better with their dads than their mothers. I sometimes would maybe act in a way that I shouldn't act, but would be very appropriate in a way if you were running a business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Namaste. Well, listen, Main Doors, you opened a door wide to your heart and mind tonight, and you let the essence of your being pour forth tonight. As we, of course, we covered the topic of success, failure. You gave us many story after story, personal experience after personal experience. And I know I'm not just speaking for myself when I say thank you so much, Main Doors.
Well, I appreciate that. I found I've been holding off for a very long time to do this because I know you're very skeptical, and you don't always think people are being honest or being 100% true to themselves. So the best thing I could do is just like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see, and I don't take. If you ever had any criticism towards me, I'll take that on the chin, because it's good to take criticism, because it's not like an insult. If you know what I mean? You know,
No.
If you say your conversation sucks, then I'll take that and go, okay, I'll need to communicate better or whatever, you know. So if you had any insights or things you could say to me that would help me in life, and I'll take that and go on with life with it and see what I can do with that. Some people find it very difficult when they hear from someone like yourself to take certain things on the chin and just move on with it.
The thing about that, Main Doors, is they call up and they know what they're getting into, right? They call up, they understand the energy of the program. They understand that it's here to ascertain reality and to confront reality in order to sort of progress within the program. Now, they call and then they look at reality, they don't like it. And the thing is, they're correct not to like it. They're correct not to like it. No, you shouldn't. And those are appropriate feelings. To hear something that you don't like and to be sort of affronted, you know, by that is you can't blame them for it. But growth can be very painful. And listen, as far as you're concerned, I absolutely loved talking to you tonight. And we've set a tremendous baseline for our next call. Who knows when you'll be able to call? I hope you can call in sooner than later. But you know, maybe we'll find the next little step on your path to the next level next time you call.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Of course. Well, namaste, Main Doors. I really appreciate you calling tonight.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Wow. Tremendous first. Guys, that was his first call. That was the first call. That was the first call. Wow. Pip, pip. Everyone's saying pip, pip. BJ Pika says, maybe you learned some English by then. That's funny. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey there, Guru.
Oh, my God. Namaste, Wiki Wiva. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Oh, it's been a real good day there, Guru. I went out and had me some catfish right there. Got me some hush puppy at the work with that tartar sauce.
Oh, brother, I love that. Catfish and hush puppies. Well, what kind of sauce?
That tartar. You know that tartar sauce?
The tartar sauce. I love it. I love that stuff. I can't get enough of it. You give me, usually I gotta order extra. If I'm getting hush puppies, I'm getting extra of that sauce.
Oh, you give me the tartar. You ain't gonna hold back and I go to Catfish House. No, you bring in the tartar.
Yeah. I love, absolutely. So you had yourself a nice little feast tonight. Any special occasion or just cuz, Wiki? Because you deserve it.
It was just cuz. It just cuz.
I love that.
It just cuz.
Just cuz. Well, listen. Wiki, it's wonderful to have you back on the program. It's been too long. Everybody's so excited that you're here.
Well, I'm excited to be here. You know how things go sometimes, Guru. You get off schedule, and next thing you know, you running everywhere.
Exactly.
When you succeed, people want you at water places.
Yep, brother. You listen. You're preaching to the choir. I absolutely hear you on that, and somebody in your position, you know, of someone of such talent is going to be naturally in demand as soon as you open up that little claptrap and let your talents, you know, be witnessed by the world around you.
Just pheromones, they pop off.
Now, is that what's happened? Now, was there something in particular that happened that kind of threw you off schedule, that put you in more demand? Did you recently experience a certain success?
Well, around the block, around this area, we had a lot of gigs. We've been doing a lot of gigs with some some other bands, and we've been kind of spicing it up a little bit. We've been adding some covers, we've been adding some originals, and the crowds are starting to grow. And they asking me, hey, can you come back to the Biscuit Skillet? I was like, of course. We with no little Red Rocket Band, they gonna come and we gonna rock your house, baby. And then we get free beers.
Oh, nice. You get free beers, and do you get like some peanuts or anything like that?
Oh, mini peanuts and cashews you want. They got
Cashews?
The peanut bar. Oh yeah, they
Wow.
get fancy.
So they,
And
I was gonna say they're not worried about their overhead for you guys. So you must be really bringing in the numbers if you're getting cashews.
Oh yeah, they selling beers on their hand over fist type situation.
Cashews.
You can hear the beer bottles clinking in the background, clinkety clink, and they just want us back and back.
I love that. I love imagining you getting a handful of cashews, tossing them back, washing it down with some beer, then getting back to rocking and rolling while the beers are clanking around you. I love that. I love that image.
Oh yeah, we had such a good time. We doing the rock and roll guru. I have fulfilled the success the program has given me. They've let me slip on through, baby.
They'll learn their lesson one of these days. Not let a wild man like you in there. You're gonna change everything for them. I'm so excited for them to feel the light that you have inside of you, that you've been building here through the power of Explorations Wiki. It's been a joy for everyone that's been able to witness it. There's been a communal vision from Fram. I'm a widow wed rocket band warrior. That's what you should call your fans, Wiki.
What a good idea! You a kind soul. Can I copyright Widow and Rocket Band Warrior? Can I copyright that Fram with? Can I copyright it?
I'm gonna go. Listen, I'm waiting for him to say yes, but I'll bet he says yes. Ninja, blessings to you. Welcome. Underhill, namaste to you. Underhill asked me if I sucked your member. No, I did not. Not yet, at least. Don't you gotta watch out for me. Except not. I'm very committed to a completely different sense of sexuality in this chapter of my life. Pepperoncini, Wiki. After eating, do you like to fuck around with a toothpick in your mouth for about an hour?
Well, yeah, that Pepperoncini is a really hell of a guy there. He knows what he's talking about. I think I see another successful man. After you finish off your catfish plate and you finish off them puppies, yeah, you'll always get your toothpick and you just waddling around, pick it in your mouth, you stretch your arms up on the bench so all the girls can see you, and you let that toothpick flicker around. That actually get girls all really worked up when they see that toothpick flicking around there. And you look like a boss,
100%. I love that. I love that. What a beautiful image. I imagine you reclining on a bed like that. It's very, very not like seductive without necessarily even trying to be, is what I'm imagining.
Yeah, it comes natural. You're a big cat success, man. You're a big dog guru. Everybody know Tommy, we want to be your friend. You know how it is. Guru.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean,
Wiki, when you reach a certain level of what I call internal resonance, the seduction becomes just as natural as every other part of your being. And someone of your stature, someone of your talents, I'm sure could really understand what I'm getting across here.
Oh yeah, you are a wife coach. You are a teacher. You brought the best out of me. I'm like a big sunshine sparkling everywhere. You know what? I want to give a tip.
Please.
When you go and do your work, this is for you. If you want to be success and very strong and very cool in front of your co-workers, you walk down the hallway and you see your co-workers come up like a crowd of them around the coffee pots. You make a pose, a strong pose, and then you pause. And then you stare them in the eyes until they slowly walk away. You know you're at the top of the hill then.
Wow.
Power, pause, pose, pheromones, winning. They just smell it.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I want more than anything right now than to see you do a physical act out of exactly what you're describing right now, Wiki. I would pay any amount of money in the world right now to be able, through the majesty of the online internet, to be able to see you act out exactly what you're talking about. Now, can you do your best to kind of sort of verbally describe a pose, as you said, a pose that could work for some of us that are listening in the chat and are, titillated by what you have to say?
Oh, well, when I came around there and I was walking, and you go with a kind of a big cat strut. You come in the office, you just don't walk in there like a little sissy humped up against the wall looking like you finna get spanked by your mama. You gotta come in with a strut. And when you strut in, you see all the crowd of people hanging around the coffee pot talking about, I played some John Madden football. Oh, my mama told me I make the best biscuits. And, you come in and you just look at them. And then you do that power pose. You put both your arms together, and you go down, and you flex real hard. Like that. And then they look up and go, damn. And then you you flex it. And then you look at them. You pause. And you stare at the eyeballs right in their eyes because they know. And then when they see it, they just slowly back off. And then they leave. They know their position on the totem pole from that point forward.
Wow. That was affecting. That got me, I not necessarily sexually aroused, but a sort of arousal that defies sexuality. It sort of cannot be confined, a sort of ancient titillation that I was just, that was amazing stuff, Wiki. And I'm sure I know for a fact that I am not alone in having been that affected by what you just shared.
Well, it's like you're stomped up like a Viking. I mean, it's in all men. It's in our DNA. Yeah.
Phil Z74, I do believe I have a boner, he says.
Oh, you too sweet, Phil Z. I'll take that as a compliment from you there, sir.
And wow, listen, guys, tonight we're talking about only good people succeed. Only good people succeed. And this is self-evident to me, someone who has been, and you name a corner of reality, an experience, a religion, a practice, a craft. I have delved into every source of human knowledge that can be delved into, and I have come out with the program. And I believe very few things as a result. There are very few things you can set your clock by. And one of them is what you see on the screen right now. Only good people succeed. And listen, what a way to close out an exploration than to speak to someone as strong, someone as potent, someone as talented, someone as activated, someone as successful as Wiki Wiva, our resident singer-songwriter, band leader, et cetera, et cetera. And to get that little power play with a pose is truly a gift that, I feel sort of embarrassed to have been given that gift in such a public forum. Namaste to you, Wiki.
Oh, namaste to you, Guru, and you're so welcome. You're so welcome. This program has opened up my wife.
Namaste. Well, listen, Wiki, who would I be if I didn't ask? But it's the end of our stream, and it's the end of our call. And we're going to be raiding into Talkin' Tanner, everyone. We're going to be raiding into Talkin' Tanner. So, guys, put on your funny hats, put whatever your entertainment outfits are to be entertained in, whatever, because we're going to be raiding directly from here into Talkin' Tanner, hosted by What's Up Cats Up, a.k.a. Toaster, and Pepper Uncini. Pepper Uncini will be hosting that. Namaste to you guys. I love Talking Tanner too. Guys, where are we raiding? First of all, where are we raiding? Because the question I got for you, I want to go directly into Talking Tanner. Where are we raiding What's Up Cats Up? Or are we raiding Pepper Uncini? Pepper Uncini. Or we're raiding Pepper Uncini. So listen, what a wonderful way. It's been too long since we've been able to talk to you, Wick, but since I got you on the phone, I got to ask. I feel like a greedy little pig slut asking you, but Wiki, I know you've been working on songs. I know you've been busy with the music. You have a little bit you could share with us tonight, brother?
Well, I got a feeling since we gonna go to talking, Tanner, I want to do a song. I think Toaster turning dark. I seen that carrot start stream where he's flipping those cards and saying all the magic words. I think he's a new Mr. Crowley. I want to do that song.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and pause the music on my end. Wiki, the floor is yours. Whenever you're ready.
All right, here we go. A one, two, three. Bow, bow, wow, 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 wow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Mr. Crowley, boom, 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 boom. What went on in your head? Bow now. Oh, Mr. Crowley, bow now, no. Did you talk to the dead? Down, boom, boom, down. You worked out the meeting so tragic with the thrill of it all. You fooled all the people with magic. Yeah, you waited on Satan call. Mr. Charming, bow now. Did you think you were pure? Down, go down. Down now, Mr. Alarming, wow, and knocked on the weapon, wow, boom, 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 uncovering things that were sacred, manifest on it earth, oh, conceit in the eye of a secret, yeah, they scattered you at the above. Mr. Crowley, boom, boom, boom. Won't you ride my white horse? Down, boom, boom, down. Mr. Crowley, no. It's symbolic, of course. Down. That one goes out to you, Tota. Don't you turn dark, boy.
What a wonderful little bookend. As Space Cat brought up, a beautiful bookend. Aleister Crowley, full circle, devoted to Toaster and heading over to Pepperoncini. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Wiki. It was wonderful to speak to you.
I had an amazing time. I love you guys, and namaste.
Namaste, Wiki. Namaste. And namaste to you all, guys. Let's take this energy of warmth and clarity over to Pepperoncini for Talking Tanner. Namaste, everybody. I'll see you all very soon. YouTube, I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm going to be back Saturday. I think we're just going to do